Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Carol. So anything with Cate Blanchett in the starring role, you've got me hooked. At an Oscar buzz, and I'm doubly in for the ride. And thankfully, Carol delivers. For one, as usual, as you would expect, Cate Blanchett is amazing. She adds so many nuances and layers to her role as Carol that it's just a pleasure to watch this character. You're sitting here in the theater under Carol's trance, just like Therese, who is played by Rooney Mara in the film. You're completely mesmerized by the character, by the things that this character does, by everything this character says. And although you see that this character has a lot of flaws, a lot of problems, you're just so entranced by her that you can't help but fall for her right there with Rooney Mara. And Miss Rooney Mara is so good. She's asked to show so much development and so much growth as a person throughout the film, and she handles it beautifully. I thought her performance was fantastic. So I see why both of these ladies are getting nominations. They both extremely deserve it. And I'm excited that neither one is getting ignored now that award season has come. So hopefully the Oscars follow suit. Sarah Paulson and Kyle Chandler are our two main supporting characters, and again, they're both very, very good. It seems Kyle Chandler never really gets to play a likable or lovable character. That holds true here. And then Sarah Paulson, she always knocks it out of the park. So hopefully she will also be getting some sort of due diligence here with nominations on an upcoming role. I don't think it was flashy enough or an important enough role in this movie for her to really be in the conversation. But in coming years, hopefully she gets that role that shows off her talents, because she's great in everything she does, from television into film. It's all just wonderful from her. The script was also very strong. It captured the era of the film really well. It just kept you in that kind of atmosphere, and it never felt cheesy and it never felt forced. So it did what a script is supposed to do, which was convince you you're a part of this era, you're a part of this love story, and didn't really ever take you out. The directing was also very, very good. I loved the kind of sepia filter that was placed on the whole movie. It wasn't polished, it didn't look glossy, which I thought was extremely appropriate for the film we were watching. It again helps create that ambiance and help transport you back in time to Carol's 50s era. And the movie unfolded as the relationship unfolded. And I thought it was just a very sophisticated view at relationships. And I think, for one, on sexuality, about, sometimes you just fall in love with someone, and really gender or sex doesn't matter. It's just about that person, who they are, that gets you transfixed. And I'm excited that we're seeing a lesbian situation, a lesbian couple in a film that is not contrived, that is not here for some sort of male fantasy, and you see a male who, is the husband to one of these women, jealous of the woman. So you get to understand that, A, this is a threat to the men in these women's lives, and then you get to see all of the prejudices and the blocks that are put on these women to accept who they are and move forward with their true selves because of society. But it also is just a beautiful unfolding of exploration, of understanding yourself. And that's really what Rooney Mara's character does throughout the film. Just slowly comes to terms with the feelings she has for Carol and lets her feelings blossom. And it shows the emotional awakening of Carol as well as the sexual realization of Carol. And her as a person coming to be throughout. And I think it was just very well done. As a love story, it was very convincing, very authentic. The only real negative I have is that it drags. So I think it's a little bit long, and they spend a little bit too much time in the pre-romance. And it takes a little bit too long to get to the love story that we all came here to see. And the pre-romance material doesn't do enough to sell you on this relationship, on this chemistry. I think that the road trip really starts to amp up the chemistry and an organic relationship between the two. But before then, we could have cut some of this out because there's nothing particularly compelling. You're left still in that mystery phase with Carol and with the relationship as to what is so strong, this bond between these two. But that's really my only gripe, is that it was a little bit long and a little bit tedious to get to the romance. Overall, I say Carol is a definite see in the theater, but you can go ahead and go at a matinee. I don't think it's a main feature of your weekend, but it's definitely worth checking out at a matinee price. So, that has been my review of Carol. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Carol, or have you already seen it? If you have, what did you think? If it hasn't come out near you, are you excited for it? Let me know either in the comment section down below or hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!